At least they didn't get all that chat at me. Sorry if you just joined us and you're wondering what chat that is. We'll come back to that. Okay, so let's find ourselves our nice, comfortable seated position. So when we practice meditation, we like to try and keep the spine upright. And I'm just going to mute everyone just in case there's noises in your background. And then we're not going to disturb. So if something happens behind you, don't worry, the rest of us can't hear it. So what we want to do is try and keep that spine upright. If you want to sit cross-legged or lean against something with your legs out in front of you, sit on a chair, however it is you like to be comfortable and allow the body to relax, but to allow the mind to be connected. That's what we're aiming for, connection with the mind. So find that position, whatever's best for you. And we're just going to lightly place the hands on the knees. Ideally, if you can place the palms face up, because tonight we want to receive. Tonight we want to be receiving energy into our solar plexus. If that's really not comfortable, then place the hands however is comfortable for you. But if you can place them in kind of a palm up position on top of the knees, that would be lovely. And then just allow the eyes to close gently. Bring yourself in from your room, from your immediate surroundings, by closing the eyes, coming into your body. So you're aware of the surroundings, you're aware of maybe noises around you, you're aware of exactly what it is you're sitting on, your chair, your cushion, your bed, your floor, your mat. You're aware of the temperature around you. You're possibly aware of the furniture. You know it's kind of just within touch, or you know your room and you know what's around you. So just kind of bringing things in from our day, we're bringing them into the room, bringing that sense of stillness as we then come in from our room into our bodies. So we're closing down our world to become this very small, very detailed, very focused point for our mind to be with. And just checking in with the body, just noticing first of all how the body as a whole feels tonight at this present moment when you're sitting in that position. So notice if you're sitting cross-legged, are your knees comfortable? Do you need to shift a little bit? Is the back as comfortable as it always is? Or are there niggles and bits that you can't feel? So just checking in with how the body feels as a whole. And then bringing the awareness all the way down to the tips of your toes. And checking in with the individual parts of the body. Noticing and being aware of how the individual parts of your body feel. So in your own time, I'd like you to work up through the toes and the feet and the legs. Noticing the different sensations that you're aware of. You might be aware of touch, the touch of the toes together, the contact with the floor, the contact with whatever you're sitting on and your clothes. Aware of temperature. Notice also the parts that you can't feel. It might be the back of one leg that for some reason this evening you can't actually feel, and that's fine too. We're not getting involved with the why the sensations are there, we're just noticing. as if we're going through a checklist, ticking it off, and then coming up from the legs into the hips, aware of the pelvis, this wide bone that supports the upper body. Aware of the organs contained within the pelvis, and the spine, and the skin that surrounds it all. As we come up into the torso, coming through the abdomen. And just noticing how the body's feeling for you. Doing so with kindness. Doing so without judgment. Just observing. Coming up into the upper torso, into the rib cage, following the line of the spine, all the organs that continue to work. Noticing the points of tension. Where is it that you're holding on to? And without judging, notice if you can let go of some of that tension. You might feel the shoulders drop a little and the arms become a little heavier as you follow that line of focus down your arms to your hands and your fingers. Noticing the contact. Noticing the weight of the hands and the arms. Coming up to the throat and the neck and the jaw. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the face. Relaxing the scalp. And just noticing how everything feels as you come all the way to the crown of the head. And so having come in from our day to our room to our body, we're going to come in even further to our breath. Just bring your awareness and find your breath. I don't really want you to alter it in any way in that moment. You're just looking at it. So just watching. As you watch a crowd of people walking by, just noticing the quality of the breath. You've been sitting for a few minutes. Is it calmed? Is it regular? Is it gentle? Or is it still a little shallow and a little ragged? There's no wrong or right. It doesn't matter. Just noticing. And just keep watching that in-breath and the out-breath, so that if the mind wanders, you use the breath as a point of focus. So if you become distracted by a noise, or something on your to-do list pops into your head, a random thought or emotion, you can gently let it go. As if you were cutting a balloon string and allowing the thought to just float away. And then bring the mind back to the breath. You might need to do this a few times. You might find that the mind doesn't settle so easily this evening, or maybe it has, maybe you're already in that quiet space. That's fine both ways. The important thing is that you are trying, you are practicing, you're focusing on the breath and bringing the mind back each time it wanders. And I'd like you to just let go of the breath, just stop thinking about the breath. Notice that space that was left, that quiet, that stillness. That might only have been for a millisecond or a few seconds. That's the space. That's the space that I talk about. That's the space that we strive for. The important thing is not to force it. If you force it, or you bring out extra thoughts. So every so often in groups now, I will ask you just to let go of whatever it is you're working with. Just let go of it and see what's left. And from the breath, I'd like us to begin to focus on our energy centers. The chakras are intersections of the invisible meridians of energy, the lines of universal life force energy that crisscross through our body. And they create these intersections that become energy centers. And there are many, but we know of the 7 major ones. 2 weeks ago, we looked at the base chakra, the tip of the tailbone, the point of the perineum. Last week, we looked at the sacral chakra, the point halfway between the pubic bone and the tummy bone. Today, we're coming up a bit higher to the solar plexus, that point at the base of the sternum, usually the point where you feel indigestion. It's the base of the sternum. And then take that point at the base of the sternum and go inside the body, halfway between the back of the rib cage and the front of the rib cage. And I'd like you to just spend a few minutes just finding that physical point within the body. Know where that point is. Understanding the theory of where it is a start, but as you investigate, as you feel inside the body, as you begin to notice, as we did with the body scan, you begin to get another sense of where the solar plexus is. So for some people it might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, a bit deeper. Just feel where that point is for you. As you focus on the physical, See if you can be aware of that feeling, and see if you can begin to visualize what your chakra might look like. A lot of people, but not everyone, so don't worry if yours isn't. For a lot of people, the chakra is described as a ball of energy. Maybe ping pong or golf ball size, maybe it's bigger or smaller. And the solar plexus, as the name describes, is sun-coloured. A beautiful, vibrant, energetic yellow colour, like rich egg yolk, like the sun. Just notice if you can feel, if you can see, if you can be aware of this ball of energy. And hopefully, the ball of energy is rotating like a globe on an axis. We hope it spins in an even, regular manner. But we know that our chakras are often out of balance, and that it might be really slow and sluggish and really making an effort to get round, really not doing very much. It might be very pale, it might be just really difficult to connect to. The other extreme, it might be whizzing so fast it's in danger of pinging off its axis, whizzing around like a Catherine wheel, sparks in every direction, brightest, yellowest yellow you can imagine, fiery and energetic. It might be somewhere in between. You might not yet be able to feel it, and that's fine too. Some days we feel them and some days we don't. It's absolutely fine, but you're looking, you're feeling. But just notice what yours is doing. And the solar plexus is our center of self. It is our self-belief, our self-confidence. If you work with the solar plexus, it can empower you and give you strength to make decisions. People talk about the intuition or the gut instinct that often comes from here. It gives us our inner strength and our endurance. If we are struggling with this chakra, if it's out of balance, one way or the other, we can end up with physical issues in this area, so heartburn, indigestion. It's an area we hold our stress, and people often talk about stress ulcers in the stomach. That's why, because we hold that stress there, it sits in the physical body and it eats away at the physical body. So if we can learn to let go of that stress by looking at it, by recognizing it, by knowing that our stress is not us and we are not our stress, so we can put it outside the body, we can begin to let go of those physical issues. We would expect with an area that deals with self-confidence and self-belief that lacking in those is the major issue. But the opposite of that be things like jealousy and disgust, arrogance, foolishness, delusion. All of these points come from the solar plexus. But of course, if we're aware of these points, we can do something about them. We can work with this chakra, we can work with those emotions to begin to heal ourselves. So in a moment, we're going to take a guided journey, and we're going to really look at some of these. There's some questions that might help you to notice if your chakra is blocked, if the energy center has energy blockages. So you might ask yourself, am I ruled by doubt and fear? Am I the kind of person who has trouble making decisions? Or when I finally decide on a course of action, do I lack the energy to carry it through? Do I feel the need to be right in every discussion? Am I emotionally needy? Do I lack willpower? Or am I a control freak? Do I allow other people's opinions to control my life? So some of these areas give us an idea whether there's a blockage in the chakra. And say for most women, there usually is. But what we're going to do is work with the chakra, and we're going to work to balance it. So if you've noticed if it's quiet or sluggish, or whether it's whizzing around, we're going to aim to balance that. Just for a moment, let go of your solar plexus. Let go of the breath. Just let go. From that stillness, I'd like you to visualize in front of you a path. The path is slightly raised from the meadows around it. And it's a straight path. Pale gravel that your feet crunch on as you walk through it. Fields and meadows to either side fall away, and in every direction along the horizon are woodlands. See if you're in some circular bubble, one of these clever photography tricks where everything kind of falls around you. You keep walking along this path. And the trick of the light and the woodland, it goes on, it goes on. But you don't feel panicky, and you don't wonder where it's going. You just enjoy the journey. You enjoy the crunch under your feet. You enjoy the lush green grass falling away to the sides. You enjoy the fact that the furthest point you can see are trees and the blue sky above them. There is nothing else around. There's you, the blue sky, there are birds and animals. You can hear the wildlife. You can hear the bees in the summer meadow flowers. As you walk easily and gently along this path. Above your head, the sun shines brightly. It's a full, round yellow ball that warms you from the outside in. It warms your skin. It warms the organs. It warms your energy centers. And it warms your soul. So you feel completely at peace with this gentle, warm, golden sun. The path continues. You realize that it's going slightly uphill. And ahead of you, you can't see where it goes. Until all of a sudden it comes to a stop. You're at the crest of a gentle hill. There's a lake beneath you. You sit at the edge of the path on the grass, looking down over the lake. The water is calm, and it calms our emotions. It calms our inner fears. And you can either choose to sit and look at the lake, or you might choose to lie back on the grass and let the sun warm your whole body. Bringing yourself in to the solar plexus. Making yourself aware again of how it's feeling today. Remembering that it won't be the same tomorrow or the day after. Just how it is today. Without judgment, just gently breathe into the solar plexus. That each in-breath, direct it down to that physical point in the body where you know your solar plexus chakra to be. And each breath is calming. Each breath eases. Each breath heals. So if it's slow and quiet and sluggish, then you know that the healing and the calming is an energizing calm. It's an energizing healing. You're looking to give it a bit more energy, a bit more oomph. But if your solar plexus is wild and fizzing in all directions, you know that the breath in is calming, soothing, calming, like a balm. Use your breath to choose how you want to heal your chakra. You can just allow the breath to do what you would like it to do. Or you can ask the chakra or the breath to be calm, to be more energized. You can know now that every time you feel this energy center or the tension in this area of your body, you can come back and work with it. So allow the energy center. Don't worry if it hasn't balanced. It may not be the right thing for you at this time. So you try, you encourage. If it's not ready, don't force it. Do it without judgment and with love. And allow that sunshine, that radiance to shine from you. Let it become your personality. Let it shine out. You are confident. You are strong. You can make decisions. Know that as it filters through your body and you bring your body back into the present moment. So where you're sitting on the edge of the lake, allow the lake to disappear and the grass, and allow your room to come back around you. Feel your cushion, your chair, your floor, your bed to be beneath you again. Feel the temperature in the room. Hear your surroundings. But also feel the energy of your solar plexus. Begin to deepen your breath. Often nice deep breaths in. Just being with that breath, being with that energy center. And we're just going to bring a little movement back to the body now, just to wake up the body a bit more. So we're going to move our fingers and our toes. We might roll the shoulders a little bit. We might move the head gently from side to side. Body's been still. We need to bring it back to life. Take a lovely deep breath in And as you breathe out, gently blink the eyes, do a couple of times, and then come right back into the room, finding yourself here and back in the group. Okay.